Hello, my name is Ian. I'm the founder of Agency Assassin, and I'm going to run you through creating a new campaign and some of the features and functionality of the software, how to be successful in creating a new campaign. This is November of 2022. Our software does change somewhat often, at least every few months. So it is current as of November of 2022. So I'm just going to jump right in here. So first of all, we're just going to create a new campaign. So once you're in the software, you just click the new create new campaign button. I'm going to be showing you the direct driving directions functionality. So we're going to do a physical location. If you do a service area business, it does not show up. So the GUI for the driving directions only shows up with a physical location because you can't run driving directions otherwise. So I found a local business that we're just going to look up. Now, to find a specific business, you can type this in. You can type location details of your business if you're having trouble finding it down to like a physical address, and we'll go ahead and resolve it and show it on the map. So Tipping Hat Plumbing Lakewood. So this will show up and it'll actually show right where the business is located. So the most important factor for how competitive your search is your search radius. While, unless a chiropractor is super, super, super competitive, usually 2 to 3 miles is going to be good. Maybe for a service area business like this plumbing, you might do up to 5 miles. We'll go ahead and start with 5 miles on this one. So I'm just going to click the search button to save that. All right, so now we found the business. We're going to go ahead and name it. So I'm just going to call this Tipping Hat Lakewood. This is just a name for you for your own convenience. The next thing that we need with driver directions is you actually need to get your CID for the location or Google Maps URL. So what works is if you just take the Google Maps URL for the location, you can go ahead and paste that right in, and it'll validate to the CID. So that's super easy. That only takes a minute. You just paste in the Google Maps URL, and it'll go ahead and give you the CID. And we use that just because of the way that driver directions are rendered. So we're gonna go ahead and save. So now we've got the campaign saved, the information saved with the CID. I'm going to enable this campaign. Okay, so now we're given all the information. This conversion events, this is how many actual click-throughs we're going to do. The way that this works is this is how many pages we're going to render. So, in other words, we give you 100 pages of data a day. So 100 pages of data means if you're doing all really badly ranking searches, and it has to go through pages and pages and pages of reports to find the listing to click it. Basically, you're going to pay per page. So if all of your listings are on page 6, you're really only going to get like 15 to 20 clicks in a day. If all of your results are on page 1, you should get pretty close to 100 clicks in a day. So bear that in mind when you're setting this. This is the percentage of the max. So again, if you're all on page 1 and you set it at 10%, you're going to get 10 clicks that day. But again, it's scaled based upon how many pages it takes. So it's gonna do it out of that page budget. So you can use this to figure out how many clicks you're gonna get. Most campaigns, you could go. I mean, honestly, if you set it up with good branded traffic, you can go pretty high. People who are very conservative will start around 25%, or sometimes even lower for very low search volume terms. I often do very high volume search. So, it's kind of up to you. But if you follow my instructions, it's fairly safe to do a fairly large amount of traffic. So I'm going to set this one up, start at 35% conversion events. So again, this will be somewhere between 25 and 35 events a day, depending on how well ranking the business is. Next, we're going to select of these 35 events a day, how do we want to break this up? Do we want those to be website clicks or clicks to call? These are showing up in your Google business profile. So if you're selecting this, these calls do show up in your Google business profile. So the clicks to website, we actually block Google Analytics so we don't mess up your analytics. It will still trigger in Google Business Analytics, so will the calls. Last of all is driving directions. This is our new feature. Driving directions maxes out at 10% of your total conversion spend. So if you select bring it all the way over here, you can pretty much figure you're going to be somewhere between 6 to 10 daily driving directions, and it does vary a little bit based upon the way that our software works. So next we're going to select keywords. So when you're doing keywords, I already found a list of keywords. I just went into Ahrefs for this business, and found all the common keywords. So this, we got about 35 keywords here, and 5 are branded. And that's actually a pretty good ratio. I say 15 to 25% branded keywords. If you're starting a brand new, very fresh listing and you want to get it to rank quickly, you can do some branded early. Branded is good early. It does help Google see that, in fact, people are looking for this company. And that way it makes it a little bit more believable if you're going to like page 2 to find the listing before you click on it. It makes it seem like somebody's trying to find this particular brand, and that's very relevant to Google. And so that's one way that they make sure that you're a real listing that has valid traffic. So I'm just going to copy these keywords, and I'm just going to drop them in here. And as you can see, we just added all these keywords. So this is because of the commas here. So I'm going to strip these out. What I would do if I were to do that again is I would just strip those commas out when I'm pasting it in, so that it didn't do that. But so again, I have I've got three branded keywords and about 25 unbranded keywords. So this is a good split here. Pretty safe. All right. So once that's going, we've got our search area. This is where it's going to be running CTR searches. We've got the business name. We got the CID. We've selected how much of what kinds of traffic we're going to do. So we're going to do 10% driver directions, and it looks like we're going to be doing 51% clicks to call, and then we're going to be doing 39% clicks to website. So that's how we're splitting up our traffic on this campaign. Next, if you scroll down further, you'll get to the driving directions setup. This is super easy. So if you just select all items, it's just going to find a bunch of gas stations, apartments, schools, restaurants, etc. And it's just going to create driver directions. So I'm going to select 20 of each. I'm going to make the radius a little bit bigger. I'll make it like 6 or 7 miles. And then I'm just going to hit search. When I hit search, it's going to automatically take these. It's going to take all these businesses, and it's going to go ahead and add them to the campaign. And now at this point it's running, and it'll actually add those. I can leave, and it'll go ahead and search for those landmarks, and it'll be creating driver directions to this business from those landmarks at random, essentially. So I selected 200, so it'll make a list of 200 different businesses that it's going to build driver directions to that location from. As long as you have this branded in here, you can go pretty high on traffic, like I said. If you're starting off with a brand new listing, you could do just branded for a week or two, and you could just run traffic to it branded, and I wouldn't do any driving directions at that point. And then you can come back in here and turn this up. Once the listing is seasoned and it's responding well, you can go ahead and turn up conversion events. It will tend to improve rankings, and so you could just move this on up as much as you like. Most of my campaigns for my clients are running pretty close to 100%. So at that point, the campaign is saved, and you can see it in your dashboard and our dashboard here. And as soon as it started to run searches, you can see it's already found it. So it already ran a search for one of the keywords here, and it found it at rank 2, and it's already building out the grid report here. So you'll find all of your grid data here for all your keywords. You'll find your ranking reports, and it'll also give you a history of what ranking it was showing during while it was running those searches. And so over time, you'll get to see those rankings actually improve in this. We are seeing that best results right now. We do see results within usually a week currently of running campaigns, but we see a big boost at about 2 and about 6 months of traffic. So basically, it does look like Google is at certain milestones, basically legitimizing the traffic that a listing receives, and it's giving you more boost. So that happens over time. So that's everything that we've got for you today. That's how you need to set up these campaigns to be really safe. Make sure that you have those branded keywords in there. And then also just that you set up your driving directions so that those run correctly. Thank you so much. Have a good day.